Okay. You remember, right? How overall what we did, how we have to prepare, correct? How to download a patch, right? You're going through those guides or not? Okay, cool. So where are we? Downloading a patch from Metalink, auto patch features, merge patch. Correct. So dot A means 1204 version of patch 1206. Dot extension dot B is 12.1.1 and 12.1.3. Okay. And after that in 12.2 it is dot C and dot D. When we download the same patch number, initial will be like this only R12 for everything. But middle is the patch number. Okay, we are going to see. I'm just sharing it. Okay, but how to identify? Patch number is this number. Okay, product family release update pack. Okay, release update pack. Okay, from here, what do you understand? Release update pack is version upgrade 1201 से 1202, 1202 से 1203. With that category of patch is called release update pack. Okay, and in short, you call them as RUP. Okay, okay. Product family release update pack. Okay. Now, when we download the patch, we will get readme of the patch. Each patch, whichever patch you download it, it will have what? Readme of the patch. Okay. And then it will have a patch driver, replacement files, and metadata, patch metadata files. Few patches, excuse me, few patches are actually small in size. Few patches, when you download them, they are into like 4 GB patch in zip format. And when you unzip, it will be 8 GB to 9 GB patch. So naturally, when the size of the patch is big, the time it will consume to apply the patch is more. Okay. So always remember one thing. When let's say somebody has already downloaded a patch. Okay. So what will happen is when somebody says in the team that I have already downloaded, so the patch gets downloaded in what? Zip format. Correct. The first step, what you will do, it's unzip. Correct. Yes or no? So when you unzip the patch, you will get so many files. Many files. What will happen is, let's say few environments, you will have to copy the patch from one server to another server. Okay, let's say you have development, uh, patch instance, CRP, UAT, pre-prod, and prod. So every time the same patch you have to download in all these servers. Okay, to fix this issue, what environments will do, what some environments will do is they will have a common mount point. They will have what? Common mount point. Unix team will create one patch slash U0 1 patch software. Example I'm saying. Okay. So this mount point will be visible from all the servers. Okay. When you log into the dev server, this mount point will be there. When you log into the patch server, this mount point will be there. Okay, same mount point will be visible for all the servers. Let's say this mount point is not there. This external mount point is not there. What will happen? You will have to copy the patches individually. How do you copy the patches? Very good question. From Windows to Linux, there is a utility tool, WinSCP. WinSCP is one of the utilities. You copy files from your Windows desktop to the server. Okay. Okay. So what will happen is, after you copy the files using WinSCP to the server, Windows SCP, secure copy. Okay. When you on your machine, on Suresh machine, you will download this WinSCP, and then you log into the server IP and you copy the file. Then you change the permission. Okay. Here you need OS credentials. Okay. Here you need, how do you log into the server? If it is Oracle, Oracle. If it is Apple MGR, Apple MGR, Apple Dev, whatever it is. Whatever the application username or application user, through application username only the permission should be granted, because using application manager Apple MGR privileges, you will copy the you will have to apply the patches here. Correct? You're getting or not, brother Suresh? Yeah, okay. So if you, wherever you're not getting, you stop me. So what will happen is, in many environments, if the shared mount point is not there, individually you have to copy the patches to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, individual servers. So whenever we copy the patches, let's say the patch size is 8 GB after unzipping. Okay. So if you unzip, if you copy the files, 8 GB files from dev to patch, dev to CRP, whatever it is, over the network, unzipped version of the patch, what will happen is, there are chances that few of the patch files may not get copied 100%. Let's say .drv, example, .drv file size is 422, 430, 452 KB. Okay, but on the server you are only seeing 382. Okay, which means somewhere the patch is not fully this thing. Correct? Even though file names are there, the size is different. The size difference is also there. So it is always better to copy the patches in a zip format on the server. Then you unzip the server. Then you unzip the files on that particular server if this shared mount point is not there. Let's say if this shared mount point is there, means once you install once you download the patches and copy to this location, from any server you will be able to apply the patches. Okay, clear? Okay, now patch will have, every patch, what it will have, readme of the patch. That readme of the patch will tell me whether the patch, if there any prereq patches are there, additional patches are there or not. Likewise, it will tell me that information. Okay, a patch when downloaded is usually in a zip format. When you unzip such a patch files, several components may be seen: readme files, patch driver files, replacement files, patch metadata files. Okay, there are so many patches which will be there. Okay, patch drivers. Always the patch number U is universal, DRV is driver. This is the driver you will apply. Okay, unified driver. Copies replacement files, perform database updates, generate files. Okay. Other patch components: readme, patch metadata, replacement files, and SQL scripts, forms, reports, whatever it might be. Internally, what it will do, we don't know. Okay. This is a general process of creating a patch. Customer reports a problem. Customer or support analyst open a service request. Support analyst research the problem. Support analyst notifies the customer of existing patch if available. Let's say How the patches are created? Okay, if suppose Suresh as customer is Suresh, Suresh is Suresh or his team reports a problem. Suresh raised a service request. Okay, when Suresh raised a service request, the engineer who works on your service request, okay, he'll research the problem. Okay, what exactly issue is, and notify the customers of existing patch if available. 90% of times, okay, whenever there is any issue reported, Oracle will have solution already, because there are millions of customers who are already using Oracle. Some or the other customer will get the issue through SR. That same issue will be applied on your in the form of patch. Okay, let's say this is a unique situation and nobody else got this problem. In that situation, Oracle engineer will in a raise problem is logged as a bug. Okay, in that situation, your issue will be logged as a bug. If patch does not exist, development and the development team who develops the patches research the issue and create a candidate patch. Developer checks the fix internal, their team checks into the local source control system, and then they will release it. Okay, development registered this patch in the automated register update system. Patch is automatically ported to the Oracle application platform. Development team tests the patch in a standard environment. Patch is translated into all the languages if required. Patch is released to customers. Okay, Metalink. This is our previous session only. We are just recalling it. Okay, using Metalink, every customer, when you buy the licenses, Oracle will give you what customer service identifier number. That number, when you registered in your email address through your user ID and password, you will get access to what? Metalink. Correct. Earlier they used to call it as metalink.oracle.com. Now it is called as support.oracle.com website. Okay. Now here in this tab you will go and type the patch number which needs to be applied. From here in this tab you will go and download it. Okay. Okay. Oracle application overview. Oracle application file system. Auto patch automates many tasks to make the application of the patches easier. It is basically telling, when you run the patch, it is an auto patch. What it will do, it will automate the many tasks to make the application of patches easier. It supports a powerful granular patching mechanism which allows changing the minimum set of files, comparing versions numbers before replacing files to ensure the most recent file is used. Do not change files if those on the file system are moved recently than the ones in patch. Makes a backup copy before replacing any file. Let's say already the file number is double dot 3, and if that same patch is also containing dot 2, then it will just validate first and then it will leave that. It does not run database tasks that have already been performed. Okay, now what? We'll directly jump to where this theory. Okay, you got the patch in the zip format, you unzip it. Okay, and then you got what? Driver file and readme file, patch subdirectory. Correct. 1 minute, I'll tell you. Auto patch does the following: prompts required information. Okay, only theories there here. Auto patch automates many tasks to make the application of patch easier. power supports a powerful granular patching mechanism which allows changing the minimum set of files, compares version numbers before replacing a file to ensure the most recent file is used, does not change files if those on the file system are more recent than the ones in the patch. Okay. Makes a backup copy before replacing any file, does not run the database tasks that have already been performed. Okay. Auto patch does the following: prompt for a required information about the patch, unloads the patch metadata and verifies prereq patches have been met, uploads patch history information to the database, reads and validates the patch driver, read the product file drivers, exact object modules from the product libraries. Okay, this is all theory. In this, we will revisit this after we see our actual patching, how it is going to be applied. Okay, no, not this one. Running a auto patch. Okay, okay, now how do you apply a patch, application patch? You will log in as an application manager. Okay, Suresh, see, when somebody says that to apply a patch, okay, what you will do? Thumb rule number one: application. Let's say the instance name is dev. Uh, dev. Okay. GL dev. Okay, customer name is something Galana, and the instance last name, the SID is what? Dev. Okay, always, most of the time, database name Oracle is Oracle only. Okay, fine. Now, if suppose when you log into the server, the instance is up and running, what you will run is there is a command. What is that command? Command to check how to know whether the listener is up and running or not. TS hyphen EF grep TNS. If you give this location, then it will tell us what? Listener is up and running. Okay, and it will give the location of the listener. Okay. So what we will do is on the server, let's say you are new to the environment. You have been given access. What you will do, how to know what is the application username and password? You have to, you logged in as your user, right? So you have to switch the user, correct? So what you will do is you will say ts-ef grep tns. Okay, it will give me the path where Oracle is installed. So u01, okay, d02, okay, the directory structure. Here it is there. So apps, app stack, Apple. After coming here, I'll do so many env files will be there. Star.env. Okay. Then which env file you have to source? Always apps sid gl dev sid gl dev underscore host name, whatever the host name, that is the name of my env. So how do you source that? Dot space dot slash. Okay, this is how you will source. Now after this is done, this is what I'm talking about here. Log into the Apple MGR, set up the environment file. Till there, you have already set up. How do you? Step one, log in to server. Okay, let's say as root, suppose. Then you will go to how do you know what is the username which is running? Okay, uh, instead of Apple MGR, it sometimes it will have if you go to this location now. If you go to this location now, D02, here what you'll do ls-ltr. Then it will tell me what is the permission username it is using. So I'll have two files here, apps and inst, for example. So whatever the permission is there, let's say it is first, it will be directory structure, read, write, execute, read, likewise permissions will be there. So this is the folder, right? So for this folder, if the username is apple mgr, I'll use apple mgr. If the username is apple dev, I'll use it as apple dev. Okay, if the username is sometimes oracle, whatever might be the username, which have the right application directories are given permission, that user you have to switch. Okay, fresh, you're getting clear, right? Okay, with our knowledge only we will have to find out. Okay, so till okay, verify the path variable, ensure this is sufficient disk space. Okay, when you are applying a patch, let's say you're applying patch where, let's say we are having 5 GB patch. So in D02 is a mount point. If it is 98% full, which means before applying the patch, you do what? How do you check that? df-h dot marathon, it will tell you. Let's say if it is 98%, then you go and find out which particular directory is consuming space. There you, yes, find out, and then you clear the space. Because after applying, starting the patch, if it is not able to write anything, then it will be a problem. And additionally, disk space, physical disk space, and what? And also table space. Important point, table space. Go and check whether all the table spaces are having enough space available. Okay. Okay, ensure the sufficient disk space is there. Copy patch files to the patch location. Okay, I have copied it. Where have you copied? Okay, in my case, you log in to Apple MGR and then let's say U01 software R12 patches. This location may have copied 2233442. This is the patch number .zip. Okay, always patch will begin with T. Okay, and end with whatever it is .zip only. Beach mein whatever might be the name .zip. This is the patch. Okay, you unzip the patch. What you will do? You will unzip the patch. Okay, now copy patches to your patch directory. Read the README files for any special instruction. Backup any file that might be overwritten. What does this mean? This means like if there are any configuration files which has customization in your environment, as a DBA, you take a backup of those files, and once the files is a patch is applied, you replace those files. Okay. Now, okay, what is the first step to apply a patch? Shut down the system, enable maintenance mode, perform the mandatory task, run auto patch. Okay, what you are doing to apply any patches? Important point. In 11i R12, okay, what you have to do? Shut down the application. Okay, what you have to do is you have to shut down, then enable the maintenance one. Okay. First step. Okay. How do you enable the maintenance mode, Suresh? You know that. Please tell me. Yes. How do you enable that? Baba, you're not reading. AD admin utility. Option 5. Yes. Yaar, you're not. Weekends, you're not studying, yaar. Because so many things we have discussed in detail. Okay, no problem. Read, yeah, read. Shut down the system, enable the maintenance mode, perform any preparatory tasks, okay, and run the auto patch. Okay, how do you apply a patch? Using AD patch utility, correct? Using the AD patch utility, we will go, ahead and you know what? We will apply the patch. Okay. So the moment you say AD patch, okay, where you have to go and say the AD patch is, let's say this is the location, right? So when you unzip the patch, right, you source the env, you go here till here, and this is the patch number, right? Here, till here you have to go here, and then here you run AD patch. Okay, let's say if you have sourced the env here, you are in the apple top. Let's say you are here, you are there in the apple top, you source the env. Huh? Now let's say you wanted to um, run the ad patch, you can run the ad patch here, but you have to give the full path of your patch number, because ad patch will ask for what? Two things: system password, apps password, okay, and location of the driver. Okay, okay. So only you come and say that you run the AD patch. The moment, because it's a utility, the way you used to run AD admin, same way AD patch. Now, first thing, it will give you this screen: file name patch number dot log. So if you are applying many patches, what you will give? The default patch number. This is the patch number, right? We are applying. So we'll give dot log, because you have to review that after you apply the patch also. Correct? Whatever is the patch number, dot log file. Okay. Now next, then it will ask you enter the batch size. You will not can be notified. You will say by default you will say yes, yes, enter, enter, enter. Okay. Then only when it comes to the password, system password, the default system password will be manager, and default apps password will be apps. Okay. Whatever the password is there, system or apps password in your environment, you better do that. And then once it is done, now it will by default, because you have already in this directory, it will automatically take this information. The default directory is this, okay, it will tell you. So here you have to give the input, right? So in the input, if you don't give also, it is already in that directory. Then please enter the name of the patch driver. Always remember, here you have to add u, at the end you have to add dot driver c. Okay. Then you give enter, the automatically patch will start. Then it will say all prereqs patches have been applied, continuing. Do you wish to apply the patch? You will say, you'll write yes, yes. Okay. Then it will ask you what are the number of workers. Let's say based upon your CPUs, number of CPUs available on that particular servers, it will automatically identify 0 to 999, whatever the number you give. Let's say if you give six files will run in parallel. So if you don't give anything, if you just leave it like 6 only, then what will happen is it will the patch will only process six files in at a time, and it is going to take a lot of time. So the time is more important for us. So what we will do, we will give based upon that 16, 32, 48, whatever it is. But remember, First time when you apply a patch on the lower environments, you give the less number of workers so that you will open and check this particular patch when you're running it, if it is giving any trouble in the middle or not. So standard thing is 16, 12, whatever you want to give, you give it. Okay, it all depends. Okay, then enter. And the patches will start automatically. It will do so many. We will get messages like this. So many messages just like this. Then at the end, before it comes, last what it is going to do, it inserts that information, AD patch history temporary. Okay, then it will do like this, like this, like this, and then it will give you this message: auto patch is complete. Getting? The moment the patch is completed, what you will do is you will just open the log file, our patch .lgi file and log file, and you will check for three words: errors, warnings, and failed. In this, because let's say there are 500 or 3000 lines in this particular file, how will you search that? If you open the vi, it will take time, right? So remember this command, egrep -i or quotes. What you want to search? Failed, warning, okay, and error. Okay, error, and then file name. Whatever is the file name, location of the file, .log file. It will display whatever, how many times it has failed is given, how many times warning is given, how many time error is given. This you open and analyze, and then you what you can do is you can check if there are any errors when you apply the patch in the log files. Then if it is everything is fine, then you will proceed further. Okay, what is the location of the Apple top? Okay, this some location. The default location is Apple top admin. Okay, to task log. Here you see Apple top admin SID log. This is the default location. So automatically you have to go to this location to open the log files. Let's say in your previous shift, some patches have been applied. You as a DBA, you can log into the server, you go to the Appletop admin SID log, and then you will check what are the patches which has been applied already and if there are any errors or not. You know what will happen is sometimes you're new. Okay, you're new to the system and uh, you're you will not tell. You will tell very clearly that you are a very honest person. But in a team, not everybody will be honest. Sometimes, let's say, people have noticed that there are some errors while applying the patch on the dev first time. Nobody reported. Second time, nobody reported. Third time, nobody reported. Now you are in a UAT and you got the error and it has been noticed by different person has applied. Now what? You will raise what? You will raise an alarm. Hey, I am getting error. Also, people say, hey, what did you do? Have you followed all the pre-regs? They'll question you as if you did the mistake. Okay, okay, you did what? You reported the issue. Then when you go and say, I am getting this error, means somebody else will go and check. He'll try to apply the patch. Same scenario, he'll also get. So in that particular time, all so everybody will have their own tamudu in the team, right? They'll try to cover up. Correct na? But they'll cover their own fellows, but they'll not tell. So what will happen? But you will say that I am getting error, you can cross check. So he will also cross check. Then, but what they will tell verbally is, no, but last time when nobody reported the issue karke. So you as a DBA, when you're talking something, you have to open all the environments where the patch is applied. Okay, in sequence. Okay, what you will do, you will open all these files, all these servers. Okay, and check for, if you grep this command, it will tell you that patch has failed, patch has warning. Three things only will be there. Either it will get fail, either warnings or errors. Okay, then you can say that no, this is called root cause analysis. Reading previous patch and log files and finding out at what the issue is, whether the issue got reported or not. If there, suppose there is any other issue which has been reported, then it is the responsibility of the DBA to send out an email. Suppose somebody has given in a chat will get cleared out automatically, right? Yes or no? So that is how the Panchnama will begin. So you, whenever you are speaking, you speak with some substance. Then they will have some value in you. You will have some value in the team. Okay, this is what I have seen, and the same thing I have already noticed in lower and other environments also. Please review and let me know. Bolke. Okay. Now you imagine the application downtime is already in place. Now you understand that because a DBA issue, because you see, for this issue, you will search Google, you will search support.oracle.com. Okay. But even though you have Google with correct answer, this also correct answer. But for same issue, multiple different solutions are there. So real time, what you will do is you will always raise an SR. Okay. Suppose you find there is a solution to this problem on Google or on support, but suppose if something you are running on the production, you should have service request action plan. Then you are safe as a DBA. Because you see, there are more experienced person or client DBAs. If you say that no, I found it in Google last time it worked, means people, credible information will not be there. Okay, so us, what we have to make sure is you always raise an SR with Oracle support for any issue which we encounter, to be on a safer side. Okay, don't go with Google, don't go with support.oracle.com generic documents. Only otherwise SR support tells you, then you apply the same fix here. And the same fix can be applied on the production. Okay. Other patch log files. Okay. Apart from that, let's say patch will do many things, right? One is we have what we have validated. Validated what? Log file. Okay. But the patch is also doing relink, relinking of Oracle applications. So here also you will do the same. You will go and you will check if any errors in the relink log files. Okay. That's how you analyze a patch readme files for any issues and errors. Okay. So we will stop here. We will continue tomorrow, and we will discuss more about the patching in longer session, because patching is something you will do very often as a DBA. If you know patching, then from the day one they can utilize you in their this thing. Okay? Chalo boss. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye.